So Christian Whitehead has basically given us a lifeline. He did this interview with Eurogamer and he basically said he was interested in making a 3D title. It says here, Whitehead was also asked what's next and if we would move away from the 2D titles he's working on. In response, Whitehead stated, "Speaking of games in general, I love 3D. I've worked personally with my own tech for 3D. Not for Sonic. 3D interests me as a game developer a lot. It presents a whole different world of design challenges. The retro aesthetic, the reason I started doing it cheaply was that when I was younger, it's a lot easier to develop 2D stuff because I only had the computer my family had. But to do a 3D game, you need a larger team, though personally I'm interested in it. I'm definitely down for it." So, he didn't mention that he's done any 3D for Sonic, but he basically said, although I'm a classic Sonic fan, I still got love for 3D in general. I still got love. He basically said, I know that you guys might want a Sonic Mania 2, you classic Sonic fans, but I'm willing to put that aside to save modern Sonic from Lost World, from Forces, from Colors. Sorry, Colors fans, I'm just playing with you. Come on, don't kill me. I'm willing to save you modern Sonic fans. I'm willing to save you Sonic team. I'm willing to save you Izuka. All you gotta do is just ask. That's what I'm saying. Just ask. Just Izuka, just get on your knees and say, come and make a modern Sonic game, and I will drop everything and make it for you. Basically, is what he's saying. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but but it's on the table. Okay, Izuka just has to go. We want Whitehead on the team. Now, realistically, if Whitehead was to come on the team, he wouldn't head the team because Izuka would be there. But even just him being there, just at least, even if he's not heading the entire team, let him head the level design team. Like, well, actually, no, he did the engine, innit? Like, let him head the physics team. I don't even know. The team that's, the control team, because Sonic's control has definitely been an issue for me since Gens. Like, Gens control was cool, like, for boost. But after Gens, the control has just been stiff and weird. Lost World, like, Force, like, the control. Yeah, so definitely give him, like, the physics and control. Definitely Whitehead needs to handle that. Because if he does that, I think it will affect the whole vibe. Because one of my biggest issues with these recent Sonic games is it's so weird to control. And I love the parkour in Lost World, don't get it twisted, but just in general, controlling Sonic just feels weird. Like, it used to feel fluid. Like, SA2 felt fluid. SA1 felt fluid. Heroes, I fucking love Heroes Control. I don't care what anyone says. I love Heroes Control. Yes, it was a bit slippery on the edges. Just don't use the speed characters on small platforms where you're likely to slip off. But overall, I liked Heroes Control. A few issues I had with it, but overall, I would give it like 8 out of 10 for Control Heroes, honestly. But the point I'm trying to make is, Whitehead, if he could do the whole control physics part of the game, and then we just need a few of the Mania level designers to try and translate what they did into kind of 3D. Like, I think if the Mania team or members of the Mania team were to work on a modern Sonic game, definitely inspiration from Adventure 1, I think would be great. Like, the Sonic levels in Adventure, even the Tails levels as well, if Tails is playable and Knuckles as well. Like, because Sonic Adventure, honestly, I think was the closest to recreating classic Sonic level design. I always felt like Adventure was kind of like the Sonic 3-ish kind of like modern Sonic in terms of the level design, but a bit more linear, obviously. And I kind of felt like Sonic Heroes level design kind of reminded me of Sonic 2. Like, it was linear with, like, you know, higher and lower routes and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of the vibe I got. But the point I'm trying to make is that I would love to see Christian Whitehead work on a modern Sonic game. This is not obviously confirmed information. Like, he said he's down for it, but whether it will happen, we don't know. But I definitely like to see the look on some of these classic Sonic fans' faces, the ones who have been, you know, saying modern Sonic is shit and classic Sonic is the only good Sonic and modern Sonic shouldn't have existed. And then to see your mans who came to save your classic series come and work on our side, like I love Sonic Mania, don't get twisted, but it's just be funny to see that, like, yo, Christian Whitehead came and revived classic Sonic, and it's like, nah, you can sit on Mania, we're gonna come and revive modern Sonic now. You classic Sonic fanboys have to say goodbye to your Mania 2 for a while. I'm sorry, you know. Don't get me wrong, I love all eras of Sonic, you know, like, I have games I dislike in eras, but I like the eras in general, you know, so I'm not biased in any way. Like, obviously, I grew up in the Adventure era, you know, I love the Adventure era a lot, but I don't hate the Boost era. I have my top 5 Sonic games include a Boost game, or 2 Boost games, actually, and Adventure era games. You know, my top 10 includes classic Sonic games. My top 5 includes a 2D game. Like, you know, like, I'm a diverse, open-minded Sonic fan, okay? Like, I try my best to like a Sonic game, But yeah, I think I definitely would trust Christian Whitehead with a modern Sonic game, you know, definitely like with my life, honestly, because I think whatever he would make would be better than anything we've seen in the last like 6+ years. So, you know, I think it would be better than Colors as well. Sorry, Colors fans. I think it'd be better than a lot of modern Sonic games. Well, not all of them though, because I fucking love Unleashed, I fucking love 06, yes, fucking love Heroes, SA1. Maybe I like his game more than SA2, mainly because I didn't like treasure hunting, but I think he would do a good job. Like, and let me put some of you classic Sonic purists in your place right now, because honestly, some of these classic Sonic fans, they be going, I don't hate 3D Sonic, I just want it to be like freaking Sonic Utopia or Green Hill Paradise. No, there's nothing wrong with modern Sonic being linear. It doesn't have to be too linear, but there's nothing wrong with him being like SA1 linear, or even Heroes linear, or 06 linear, like where it's linear but there's still other routes to take, but it's still overall linear. We don't want modern Sonic to turn into classic Sonic in 3D. That's not what it's supposed to be. Modern Sonic's supposed to be inspired by a classic Sonic, but it be its own thing as well. So no, I don't think Christian Whitehead should make a game that is just Sonic Utopia with different aesthetics, or Green Hill Paradise Act 2 with different aesthetics. Like, some of these fan game creators, no offense, but they think that they have all the perfect solutions to everything modern Sonic. Like they just know everything, and the only way to save modern Sonic is to copy classic Sonic. I don't think that should be the case, honestly. Like, take elements from classic Sonic, but don't just say the solution to modern Sonic is classic Sonic in 3D. I don't want to hear that shit, I'm sorry. But anyway, side rant over. Back to Christian Whitehead. I think he would make an SA1 kind of game, honestly. I think if there was one person in the world that I would trust to do an SA1 remake properly, like a remake from the ground up, it's Christian Whitehead heading that team. It's him, that's it. No one else so far has proven to me that they could recreate Sonic Adventure properly. I don't want them to just hand it over to some random team like Dimps or whatever, go make SA1 remake. No, okay? They gotta do it right. So he could definitely do that, but I don't want him to focus on remakes. I'm just saying that if there was someone to do that, because everyone keeps talking about SA1 remake, if there was someone to do that, it would be Christian Whitehead. But honestly, I think Christian Whitehead should just work on a new game, an original game. So this time, if he does end up working on modern Sonic, Izuka, just leave Green Hill out of it. I know you have a Green Hill fetish, but just leave it out. Give us an original modern Sonic game. Get Ian Flynn on the story, Christian Whitehead on the physics control, people that worked on Mania level design on the level design for this game, multiple playable characters, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, add in the homie Shadow, the homie man, just come on, just save modern Sonic, please. You got a movie coming out next year. If the movie's gonna be mediocre, at least let the tie-in game be good. I don't even know. Just let me know what you guys think about this. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Premy out.